Welcome to today's deep dive. Our mission today is exploring this really fascinating patio potato experiment by two nature and innovation class students, Kesser and Steen.
Yeah, it's such a cool project. They're looking for, purely practical solutions for everything from sprouting to harvest.
Right. So, okay, let's unpack this. Usually, when we talk about gardening, there's this expectation of following a really strict old school recipe.
Oh, absolutely.
Like you plant in the spring, you wait, you harvest in the fall. It's like baking a cake. You don't just randomly open the oven halfway through and throw in more flour.
Exactly, yeah. But Kesser and Steen, they aren't baking a cake. They're playing jazz. They're improvising this continuous harvest right out of buckets on a patio.
And to understand that improvisation, we first need to look at the traditional rules that they are, well, actively ignoring.
Right, while still respecting the underlying plant biology, of course. I mean, traditionally, you wait weeks after the potato plant flowers to even think about harvesting.
Yeah, but Steen's mom only eats those really delicate new potatoes.
Right. So to get those early harvests by May, they actually grow the potatoes in this homemade compost that's mixed directly with seaweed.
Seaweed, I just love that.
It's the secret engine of the whole thing.
Yeah.
The seaweed provides a massive natural potassium boost.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and potatoes absolutely crave potassium to drive early tuber development.
Okay, but I mean, doesn't ignoring the plant's natural cycle mess up the yield? Like not waiting for the summer solstice to signal the plant? It just feels like unplugging a computer during a system update.
What's fascinating here is that the boys realized store-bought garden center vegetables have very little of their original wild programming left in them anyway.
Oh, right. Because they've been commercially bred for so long.
Exactly. So waiting around like, as they jokingly call her, Aunt Green, sitting in a garden pavilion sipping flower tea until Christmas without harvesting a single potato.
It just makes no sense.
None at all. Not for their practical goals.
Which brings up the obvious problem, right? If you rip them out for an early harvest, doesn't that destroy the plant's top? How are they keeping the potatoes coming all the way until Christmas?
Well, it can destroy the top. But they have two really practical solutions. First, they literally turn those smashed tops into cuttings to spawn completely new plants.
Wait, really? Just from the top?
Yeah. But the second solution is the real genius part. It's their substitution bench system.
Like subbing out tired players in a soccer match?
Basically, yeah. They literally swap out the old plants for new seed potatoes right in the same buckets, and then they top it off with a little fresh seaweed compost.
That is so smart.
And in 2 to 3 months, the next flush is ready. Steen actually has this joyful observation that it takes almost zero effort to swap them out.
Right, and the potatoes are cleaner and nicer than the grocery store ones.
Exactly, which is a huge contrast to the traditionalists, like this guy they mentioned named Gunnar.
Oh, Gunnar.
Yeah.
Yeah, he insists potatoes absolutely must sit for 2 weeks after the tops wither to get firm skin.
But Gunnar's method is for, long-term winter storage in a cellar. Kesser and Steen are eating them fresh right now on the patio.
Right, it's about tailoring the process to your actual environment. And hey, if you are following their journey at home, always remember to read the notes under their videos, as that is where you will find their newest updates.
Yeah, definitely check the notes. When you're improvising, things change fast.
For sure. So clearly, challenging those rigid assumptions with practical solutions yields continuous rewards.
It really does. They stopped reading the recipe and started playing jazz.
And now they have fresh potatoes for months. But it leaves us with a final thought to mull over. Since Kesser and Steen noted that modern store-bought plants have very little of their original nature left in them.
Almost none, yeah.
What other traditional age-old gardening rules are we blindly following that no longer apply to the modern seeds we buy today?